10. This is Tuesday, March the 22nd at 10 a.m. Well, at 10:33 Eastern Time, Annex Room 149. All the regular rules apply. Make sure that we have our phones and laptops and any other electronic noise-making device turned to silent and/or airplane, preferably airplane, so it doesn't interfere with the equipment up here. If you are attending remotely as a member, please contact us through the chat function in order to seek recognition for a question, comment, or explanation, or whatever else it may be. Does anybody, any member, have any special guests or recognitions to be given at this time? Seeing none, call the roll, please.
Representative Beckler.
Yes, ma'am.
Representative Bentley.
Yes, ma'am.
Representative Blanton.
Present.
Representative Bridges.
Here.
Representative Dossett. Representative Fisher. Representative Fleming. Present. Representative Flood. Representative Fugit.
Here.
Representative Gentry.
Present in my annex office.
Thank you. Representative Hale.
Present.
Representative Hart.
Present in the room.
Representative Hatton.
Present in the room.
Representative McCool.
Here.
Representative Nemus. Representative Palumbo.
Here in my annex office.
Thank you. Representative Prunty.
Here in the room.
Representative Raymond.
Here.
Representative Riley. Representative Santoro. Representative Tipton.
Here.
Representative Wilner.
Here in the room.
Vice Chair Reed.
Here in the room.
Chair Petrie.
Present. We have a quorum to conduct business, and we have at first consideration, we have two companion items. One is House Joint Resolution 82, and one is House Bill 242. And although it has sponsor of a Representative Jason Petrie, we have at the table Representative Sal Santoro, who actually does all the work and all the meaningful stuff on these two bills, or a bill and resolution. So at that point, will you introduce, we're going to call it, which one, Representative Santoro, which one do you prefer first?
242.
We're going to consider House Bill 242 first, and if you will introduce yourself for the record, make sure the microphone shows a green light and it's sufficiently close to you so your voice will accurately reflect on the record. And then if you'll introduce yourself, please.
Representative Sal Santoro, Boone, District Number 60.
You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, I do.
Thank you very much. And if you will please proceed on House Bill 242, but I will alert members that we have a PHS 1, a Committee Sub 1 on 242.
Motion on the sub.
Second.
I have a motion and a second on the sub. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? The sub is adopted. We have before us House Bill 242 as amended by Committee Sub 1. Representative Santoro, please proceed.
Thank you, members of the committee. I just want to let you know House Bill 242, as adopted by the committee sub, is our highway plan for the biennium. We've done a lot of work on this. I've taken everyone into account, and I do have a budget that we have to meet. So also, I just want to start by opening. I want to open that by this. I want to let everyone know that we are still waiting for direction from Washington on the infrastructure funding. That is why we've been delaying this. We still don't know 20%, 10%, where things are going on the big items. So we, as of Friday, we still did not have that. So I'll now just want everyone to get that on the record that we're still waiting. With this plan, there's about $1.7 billion in each fiscal year for the road fund. This plan addresses the three big projects in Kentucky, and I would imagine everyone knows what they are. The Brent Spence Bridge connecting Covington to Cincinnati will get a companion bridge. The total cost of this is $2.8 billion, and Kentucky is providing $1.3 billion of this. This is over a few years. We are working with Ohio. Also, the Mountain Parkway for our mountain people. That runs from Winchester to Salyersville. It will be widened. This will be a cost of $300 million total, and we are putting forward $3 million for the design phase. Also, the building of the approaches for the I-69 bridge connecting Henderson, Kentucky to Evansville. Indiana also is working with us. $700 million total, but we are paying $320 million for this. So we want everyone to know that we're working with the other states, and we do understand there are other needs. Our biggest factor in placing priority on the projects is safety. I've said to everyone, our number one factor is safety. When everyone comes in, transportation is number one, is safety. This is why we did not touch anything in the guardrail or bridges in any of the projects recommended by the Transportation Department. In this biennium alone, there is over $7.5 million set aside for guardrail installation. There is over $585 million set aside for bridges, not counting the Brent Spence Bridge companion bridge. So we are taking care of a lot of our rural bridges. Any bridge over 20 feet long comes under transportation no matter where it is. We are working to make sure people are safe. I do not want this to happen what happened in Pennsylvania to us. That's why we're not touching bridges. Pennsylvania, as you recall, a little while ago, had a big fall. We are going to make sure that our people in Kentucky are safe on bridges. Our second biggest factor in making priority is economic development. For example, we need to make sure the project in Hardin County happens. The battery plant coming there is bringing in over 5,000 jobs with it. We also need projects completed for the Amazon boom in Boone County. Let's not forget about Novelis Aluminum plant in Todd County. We have good workers coming in. We got to make sure they get to work and out. Our third factor in our priority list is congestion mitigation. We need to keep traffic moving by creating new routes and reconstructing the old routes. I want people to get to church. I want them to get to school. I want them to go shopping and get to work. There are so many things that we are trying to keep working on. When the governor and Kentucky Transportation sent in the recommended plan over to us, it was budgeted about 140%. This plan makes it a little bit more conservative while still addressing the crucial needs. So it's budgeted about 123%. We also need to be a little over-programmed because there are times when we do estimate and changes and things get delayed because of court proceedings and things like that. So we want to be over-programmed. We referenced the Kentucky Transportation shift scores. That was started a few years ago. Scores were decided on priorities. SHIFT is a strategic high investment formula for tomorrow that analyzes all the sides of the project. It gives project rankings based on a variety of aspects like safety, congestion mitigation, cost benefits, and how eager locals are ready to get things completed. So we've had local input, state input. That is the basics of our plan. House Bill 242, it's just not my plan. It was everyone's plan. And like I said, it does matter with the funding, and that is our biggest problem.
Motion on House Bill 242 as amended by the committee sub.
Representative Beckler.
Yes, ma'am.
Representative Bentley.
Yes, ma'am.
Representative Blanton.
Aye.
Representative Bridges.
Yes.
Representative Dossett.
Yes.
Representative Fisher. Representative Fleming. Representative Flood. Representative Fugit.
Yes.
Representative Gentry. Representative Gentry.
I'm
Representative.
sorry. Okay. Pass.
Thank you. Representative Hale.
Yes.
Representative Hart.
Yes.
Representative Hatton.
Yes.
Representative McCool.
Yes.
Representative Nemus. Representative Palumbo.
May I explain my vote, please?
Yes, briefly.
I need to abstain or pass due to a potential conflict of interest.
Thank you.
Representative Prunty.
Yes.
Representative Raymond.
Yes.
Representative Reed.
Yes.
Representative Riley. Representative Santoro.
Yes.
Representative Tipton.
Yes.
Representative Wilner.
Yes.
Chair Petrie.
Yes.
Yes.
House Bill 242, as amended by Committee Sub 1, having received 19 yes votes, 0 nay votes, and 2 pass votes, shall be reported with favorable expression that same should pass on the floor with the committee substitute. Thank you very much. Next up, we have House Joint Resolution 82. Again, I remind you that you are under oath, and if you will proceed with the presentation on this bill also, Representative Santoro.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The House Joint Resolution is the out years, and what I'd like to say on this, these are the projects that are on deck for the next biennium. Basically,
We have a motion on a committee sub 1. Any second? Have a second. All in favor? All opposed? Committee sub is adopted. We now have House Joint Resolution 82 as amended by committee substitute. Please proceed.
okay, basically I was going to ask for to get it, anyway, now it's amended. So this is what I said, this is what's on deck for the next biennium. I want to say to all the members, please go to your metropolitan planning organizations and your ad districts, get involved with them, because they have a local count that they can vote for this stuff, and you are very important in this process when we start it again. If not, I'll move for passage.
Have a motion and a second. Any questions? Have a motion, second on the bill. No one seeking recognition. Please call the roll.
Representative Beckler.
Yes, ma'am.
Representative Bentley.
Yes, ma'am.
Representative Blanton.
Aye.
Representative Bridges.
Yes.
Representative Dossett.
Yes.
Representative Fisher. Representative Fleming. Representative Flood. Representative Fugit.
Yes.
Representative Gentry.
Yes.
Representative Hale.
Yes.
Representative Hart.
Yes.
Representative Hatton.
Yes.
Representative McCool.
Yes.
Representative Nemus. Representative Palumbo.
Yes.
Representative Prunty.
Yes.
Representative Raymond.
Yes.
Representative Reed.
Yes.
Representative Riley. Representative Santoro.
Yes.
Representative Tipton.
Yes.
Representative Wilner.
Yes.
Chair Petrie.
Yes.
21 yes, 0 no, 0 pass.
House Joint Resolution 82 as amended by committee sub, having received 21 yes, 0 nay votes, and 0 pass votes, will be reported with favorable expression that same should pass on the floor with the committee substitute.
Thank you, members.
Thank you. Senate Bill 150 is on the agenda. It will not be called. It'll be removed from the agenda for today. We have up next for consideration Senate Bill 285. Senator Christian McDaniel, and I believe we may have some additional guests. Yes,
Mr. Chairman.
very good. And if the two of you can make sure that your microphones are sufficiently close to you, the green lights are on, and if each of you will introduce yourselves for the record first, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Chris McDaniel, Senator, 23rd District.
Joe Shriver, Kenton County Administrator and Deputy Judge Executive.
Very good. If you'll raise your right hands. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
I do.
Thank you. Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Well, in front of us today is a bill that allows online casinos to have gray machines that dispense marijuana.
We have another bill we're going to take up momentarily.
Or we could do something wonky like tax forms and audits, if you so choose. No, Mr. Chairman, there's a very unique item that exists in the Commonwealth of Kentucky, which in a very few number of counties, which is consolidated tax filings. It is a very good thing for small businesses who don't want to be filing a bunch of tax forms, where, like, for example, in Kenton County, my business, we fill out the Kenton County return, and then I've got like 13 or 14 cities and below that, and it all is handled on one form. The problem is when it comes time to audit from an individual city, they can't necessarily see the entirety of the return because there are multiple jurisdictions on that form. All this bill would very simply do is allow other jurisdictions to see the entirety of the tax form for audit purposes. And with that, Mr. Chair, if you would so indulge, I would let Mr. Shriver talk about it.
Please proceed. We have a motion on the bill and a second. Please proceed at your peril. You may be winning already.
Thank you. In Kenton County, as the senator said, we are the collection agent for 15 of 16 cities. Most of these cities are located within 7 miles of one another, so it's very consolidated up in the northern end of the city. In 2020, Kenton County processed 46,641 returns. A majority of those had multiple jurisdictions on it, and that becomes the problem for disclosing information with the cities. They want to audit, they want to ensure compliance and enforcement, and these changes here would allow us to sufficiently do that.
Very good. We have a motion and a second on the bill. Seeing no one seeking recognition, please call the roll.
Representative Beckler.
Yes, ma'am.
Representative Bentley.
Yes, ma'am.
Representative Blanton.
Aye.
Representative Bridges.
Yes.
Representative Dossett.
Yes.
Representative Fisher. Representative Fleming. Representative Flood. Representative Fugit.
Yes.
Representative Gentry.
I'd much rather discuss marijuana and gray games, but since I can't, I'll voice a yes.
Representative Hale.
Yes.
Representative Hart.
Yes.
Representative Hatton.
Yes.
Representative McCool.
Yes.
Representative Nemus.
Yes.
Representative Palumbo.
Yes.
Representative Prunty.
Yes.
Representative Raymond.
Yes, may I explain my vote, please?
Yes, briefly.
I vote yes, but I just want to point out that here in our last full week of session, stuff's moving very quickly. We got the agenda for this meeting at 8:20 last night. We got subs at 8:47 last night. I was driving home. We got another sub this morning for a bill we did not hear at 9:10 this morning. I was driving in. Stuff can move fast this week, but it still deserves a thorough vetting by people who are not the sponsor or the chairman. This could all be innocuous and beneficial, but the timing and revisions can give people the willies. Thank you.
Representative Reed.
Yes.
Representative Riley. Representative Santoro. Representative Tipton.
Yes.
Representative Wilner.
Yes.
Chair Petrie.
Yes. Senate Bill 285, having received 22 yes votes, 0 nay votes, and 0 pass, reported with a favorable expression that same should pass on the floor. Thank you, Chairman McDaniel and guest.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Members of the committee.
Representative Nemus, do you want to speak to attendance as well as votes on House Joint Resolution 82?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to, register my attendance, also vote yes on House Joint Resolution 82 and yes on House Bill 242.
Is there any other member that needs to speak to attendance or votes?
Yes. Mr. Chair,
Yes?
I need register attendance, please.
Okay. Anyone else? We are adjourned.